Are you thinking about moving to the Canton, Georgia area? Canton is a suburb about 45 minutes north of downtown Atlanta. It's near I-575 if you're looking at it on the map. That's where I live, and I'm going to tell you lots today about Canton. I'm going to tell you some things that you probably know and some things that you might not know. So if you're considering this area, you'll want to check out this video because I think you'll learn a lot. To start off things, I'm here at the Mill at Etowah, and I'm going to walk through and show you some of the restaurants that are around here and some of the boutique stores. They're very unique, and it's a spot that is unlike any other, so I think you're really going to like what you'll see. After we leave here, we're going to go visit downtown Canton, which is very unique. It has some old buildings, and they've turned a lot of those old buildings into some really cool and unique restaurants. So we're going to go and take a look at some of those. And then we're going to go see a couple of parks. I know for those of you with families and kids, parks may be important, so I'll show you around a couple of the unique parks here as well. One thing I'm going to show you is a construction area, a pretty major construction area here in Canton that you might want to try to avoid for now. The Mill at Etowah is such a unique setting here in Canton. See the big screen over on your left, so they'll usually toss up a good game. You can hang out and watch with friends and family. And then you've got these nice, unique shops and restaurants all around. So Gourmet Tuscan Kitchen and Bar, Cotton Mill Exchange, and then there's a Reformation Brewery, which is really a neat spot to hang out. Here's a green space where you can check out something fun on the big screen. Plenty of tables and chairs, an area for the kids to run around and play. It's definitely a unique spot that makes Canton a very cool place to live.
Look at this, up above the rocks. The janitor can't get up that high. With the ladder, obviously.
And in the big white tent there is a little ice skating rink. So if you're here in the winter, you can bring the kids over and enjoy a little ice skating here in the South. It's kind of crazy, right? The great thing about this area is that it's still in growth mode. As you can see, there's a couple other businesses that are coming soon. Got a burger joint, looks like a tavern. So this area is still growing, and this is a relatively new spot here in Canton. And it's really come a long way over the past year, and I'm excited to see what's going to happen to it in the next year. I'm about to take you inside the Cotton Mill Exchange, and you can see how unique this little, we'll call it a boutique store, is. I think you'll be surprised to see how neat it is in here. If you're looking for some different items, decorative items for the house, got some good options in here. Check out the old truck. Neat store, right? Here's the outside seating area at Reformation Brewery. So I made my way over to downtown Canton. I'll walk you through this area so you can get a feel for what this space looks like. Queenie's Southern Restaurant and Bar. This is probably one of my favorite restaurants here in downtown Canton. If you like some good Southern food, you'll definitely want to check out Queenie's. Here's a cool ice cream spot here in downtown Canton. A cone to pick. Has kind of an old school look to it. Very unique. Who doesn't like some good seafood, right? I mean, hey, even here in North Atlanta, we've got some good seafood. This is a great spot here in downtown Canton. It's called Going Coastal. If you do visit Going Coastal here in downtown Canton, I would recommend their Brussels sprouts. I know a lot of people don't like Brussels sprouts, and I'm not a huge fan in general, but man, they put some garlic and some butter and I don't know what else on there, but it's good stuff. I highly recommend Local on North. This is a very cool restaurant. I've been here for some business meetings, lunches before. I've taken the wife on a date night or two here as well. Definitely recommend giving this spot a try. Check out the Canton Theater. So that spot has some history to it. Who doesn't like some good Italian food, right? Mama Onesta's is a great Italian restaurant here in downtown Canton. And I'll be honest with you, I haven't had a chance to check this restaurant out yet, but I've heard a lot of people rave about it, so I need to make my way here eventually. Green Line is a fun brewery here in downtown Canton. There's tons of green space. I mean, look at how large this field is. So our kids have had soccer practices here, soccer games, and other activities. There's just a huge green space for kids to run and play. And then you have this great path, this walking path that goes all around the park. Not sure exactly how far it goes around, but I'm gonna walk back in a minute to the very back area that you see on the screen right now. There's a nice bridge back there. I'll walk back there and show you what that's like. But you've got the big green space here, walking trail, and then you pan over, and then the kids' playground is right across the parking lot, and then the basketball court is back there as well. It's a huge park. This is a good looking view of the Etowah River here on the bridge that connects with some of the walking paths to the park. which is back that way. So I know that some of you love the outdoors, or maybe you have families, so parks are important. So if you're thinking about moving to a certain area, it's good to know what parks are available, and hopefully this is good for you to see via video some of the aspects of different parks. I know that it's easy to look online and maybe see some pictures of one park or another, but as you walk through with video, I hope that gives you a better visualization of what the park is all about. So as you can see behind me, I am in a construction zone here in Canton. So I want to give you a heads up on something that you might not know unless you live here. So right behind me is Georgia 20. So if you look at it on a map, Georgia 20 intersects into Interstate 575. And I will share with you that we've had tremendous growth here in Canton over the last 3 or 4 years. And the projections show that that growth should continue. So Georgia 20, which like I said is right behind me here, is going to be expanded. So right now it's 2 lanes. So you've got 1 lane of traffic on each side. And when you look on the map, Georgia 20 goes straight east to Cumming. So this is a big project that's going to be multiple years, and they just started phase 1. So if you're coming to this area to take a look around or considering this area, just be mindful of Georgia 20. We probably have another 1.5 years of construction for phase 1, and then phase 2 will be on further down Georgia 20. But just be mindful of that, because traffic does get pretty hairy around here, especially in the mornings and then afternoons. But it's something that I wanted you to be mindful of if you're coming to the area to take a look around, so you're not caught off guard. As in every situation with my clients as a realtor, I like to tell people about the pros and cons, because everything's not always great and everything's not always bad either. So just like in a real estate transaction, in my tour here of Canton, I want to point out those things that I think are tick marks on the good side, and then we're also going to talk about some tick marks that might be in the not so good side as well. So do you enjoy the mountains and a little bit of nature? Well, here in Canton, in certain spots of town, as you can see behind me, you can see the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains. So if you're ever stuck in this traffic out on Georgia 20 that I was talking to you about, at least you can look out your window and you can see a nice view of the mountains. I'm here at Veterans Park in Canton. Children's playground. It's another beautiful park here in town. My kids have spent many hours on this playground, and they've also had birthday parties here. So you see there's a little canopy out there in the middle with some picnic benches. It's great for a little gathering, or like I said, birthday party for the kids. Come over here and you see, once again, another great thing about here in Canton, there's a lot of green space. So beautiful green space here. A lot of space for the kids. And further out there, you see the tall lights. There are a couple of soccer fields out there. So my little boys play flag football out there. And they also have soccer games, soccer matches as well out there. And in a second, we're going to walk up this little hill here, and there's a skateboarding park. So let's go check that out. Okay, for all you skateboard enthusiasts out there, it's a cool little skateboarding park here at Veterans Park. Check this out. I'm really excited about this new project here at Veterans Park. So right behind me will be the location of a brand new recreation center that they're building. Now this is supposed to be finished in, call it winter of 2022. So toward the end of 2022, this building will be complete, and it's a brand new rec center that's going to have 2 full-size basketball courts. It will also have a rock climbing wall. There's going to be classrooms. There will be a banquet hall. There's going to be a recreation area for cardio and fitness as well. So it's going to be a huge complex, and I'm excited, and my family's excited too, because we've got 2 kids that actively play basketball. We've got 1 daughter that plays volleyball, and I know that they're going to get a lot out of this new complex. So that's something that we all have to look forward to toward the end of 2022. So keep an eye out for that if you're coming to the Canton area. I do want to point out one thing that could be considered a negative here in Canton for some people. I will tell y'all, it is very rural here in Canton. Rural. It's a weird word, right? Sometimes when I say that word, I feel like an idiot. Say it 5 times. Rural, 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 rural. Kind of sounds like you're growling a little bit. Anyways, so off of rural, but yes, very rural here. So I will tell you that if you have small pets, and you're worried about maybe coyotes, let's say. I won't say coyotes are rampant here, but they do tend to run around from time to time. So if you have small pets, then that could be a concern to you. Oh, and also snakes. I know some people are scared to death of snakes. We do have snakes in this part of North Georgia. So I will say I haven't seen a ton of poisonous snakes, but they do exist. But there are also lots of non-poisonous snakes. So if those little creatures that like to run around in the wild, if they scare you at all, then you might want to really be mindful of that if you're thinking about the Canton area. I really hope this tour of Canton was helpful for you in your evaluation of the city. One thing that I didn't point out that's a big positive is the school system here. So if you do some research on Cherokee County schools, you will see that they are phenomenal. My wife is a middle school teacher, and when we were doing our research of this area, that was one of the really big items that put Canton at the top of the list for us. She's a teacher at Creekland, which is a middle school here, and then there's also Creekview High School. So look up Creekview, Creekview, Google Creekview, and you will see some of the amazing ratings for the school, and also the test scores also are very impressive. So if you're thinking about an area that has a great school system, Cherokee County would definitely fit that mold for you. Hope you got a lot out of this video. We took a look at some shops, some restaurants that are very unique. You know, I didn't want to show you a bunch of chain restaurants and stores and things like that, because we do have those here, but I wanted to show you those things that are very unique to Canton. Please, give me a like, give me a subscribe to the video. It really helps with traction for the channel. And if you have any questions at all, just comment below, send me a message, and I'll be happy to help you out. If you've been watching this video of Canton, that might mean you're thinking about moving to this area, so you probably have a house to sell. So wherever you're located, and you might be thinking of selling your house, you might have some DIY projects in mind that you're considering tackling. So make sure to check out my video on the channel. It talks about those DIY projects and those that you might want to avoid. There's some DIY projects that could decrease your home's value, so make sure you stay away from those. Check out that video to find out more. Thanks for watching. See you next time.